Just the opportunity. The opportunity that presented itself with Danny Granger going down, he had to step up. And I think he was ready for it. And, he's taking full advantage of it.
How much did you guys work out in the offseason? What was that like, your time together?
I think like I've been saying, I think he's one of the up-and-coming new superstars that we have in our league. He's a kid who loves to get better. He loves to work on his game, and it's shown.
The way you got past the Pacers last year and then the Bulls last series, this whole whether the Heat is tough enough, we're going to bully them, we're going to be physical, do you think you've sort of shown enough pushback that shouldn't be a storyline, or do you think that's what teams try to do against the Heat?
No, it's a storyline to everyone of how you beat a certain team. We already know what our storyline is, but we don't really buy into it. We don't really care. We can play any type of game that ever presents itself.
Were you surprised with how chippy things got last year against the Pacers, and do you expect any sort of repeat of that this year?
Whatever the game presents itself, we'll be ready for.
Do you think they came in and kind of thought they could get in your head, or thought they could physical you, or whatever?
I don't know. But last year's last year. Both teams are better than they were last year, so we'll see what happens.
Yesterday, Spo said that you understand the game like a role player would, which is kind of unusual for a player of your ability. When did you first take that approach, and how do you think it affects the way you're able to succeed on the court?
I've always kind of been in tune with what's going on throughout the game, and knowing every position, knowing every set, knowing everybody's where everyone needs to be. I don't just know my position. I know 1 through 5, and also guys coming off the bench. I've always been kind of smart about that. I think it became very serious to me. Once we became very competitive when I was in Cleveland, I think Mike Brown had a lot to do with it, bringing in that defensive style of game, and then me just not taking games and possessions off, and continue to grow. You grow each and every year. You grow each and every regular season and postseason game, and I've always kind of been a student of the game.
You could probably succeed if you knew nothing about any of your opponents. Why have you sought to gain such a mental edge and such a knowledge of advanced stats and stuff like that?
I owe it to my teammates. To be if not the most prepared, then one of them. I owe it to them. I owe it to my coaching staff to be like a coach out on the floor. Especially on the road when the buildings are very loud and it's hard to communicate. So, I owe it to myself. This is the responsibility that I hold to myself to be able to, know everybody, my opponents, everybody, what they like to do, what they don't like to do, their pros, their cons, their weaknesses, their likes, their dislikes, everything, and so on and so on. So, I owe it to everyone.
What influence has Shane Battier had on you wanting to acquire that kind of knowledge like he has?
Well, I'm not. Me and Shane's tactics are different, but are alike. His stacks are a little higher than mine. When it comes to preparation for the game, but we both prepare differently. But we prepare to the utmost, responsible way we can to be prepared when we go out on the floor.
LeBron, can you talk about what challenges Indiana's front line poses?
They're very physical. Hibbert. Basically he's played a great postseason so far. His low post threat, David West as well. It's going to be a challenge for us. We look forward to it.
How much difference is a healthy Chris Bosh making this series? You guys obviously didn't have.
It's big time. Just he's an all-star, multiple all-stars. So we didn't have him last time we faced them, and he's a wild card for us. The way he's able to, the way he's been rebounding this postseason and shooting the ball, brings another dynamic to our team.
Ron, them taking 2 out of 3 in the regular season, that means you guys 2.5 to 1 almost kind of last year in the playoffs. That just be locked in and not looking what might be over this mountain.
No, it's the East Conference Finals. No matter who you played against, no matter if you went 4-0 in the regular season or you lost 0-4, or in this case 2-1, they beat us. You should be locked in. This is the round to go to the finals and compete for a championship. So shouldn't be no reason why you're not locked in. And they're a very good team, though. We respect them, and we look forward to it.